Hello, Miss Adelaide. Today we are doing another video lesson for you. We'll call this part 2 because I sent part 1 the other day. In this video lesson, we're going to be reviewing another song. This one being Orally is on page 14 of your book. And we have played this before, but I think it's worth reviewing. It's a great song. It can teach us many lessons, which is the whole point of learning all this music, not just so we can play and have fun, but we can take ideas from this music and apply it to our fundamentals and grow from there. So, Orally, first thing we do when we play, we tune up. I'm already tuned up, so I'll skip that part, but you can tune up right here. Yeah, I'm in tune. Okay, so Orally. There are a couple of moments in this song that jump from the B string to the G string. You'll be going back and forth between these two strings. So, like I always say, best way to practice is by playing scales. So, what we're going to do is G to G, like I always say. So, the reason why I'm having you play from the note G to the note G is because this scale is making you go across 3 different strings, playing every note you already know. So the more comfortable and fluid you are playing this scale, the more comfortable you are going to be when reading music and playing along. So, real quickly, I'm not going to harp too much on it. Let's just go from G to G. We'll go G, G. I'm not going to sing it. G, A, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, G, open G. 2nd fret, 2nd finger, A, open B, 1st finger C, 3rd finger D, open E, 1st finger F, 3rd finger G. And we'll go back down. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. So, I'd like you to go up and down this scale a couple of times, getting more comfortable playing all these notes. I like to run it in that playing example. I just go boo ba da 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 ba boo ba da ba da ba da ba, and obviously that's a little fast. I get it. So do it slower, but once you get to the bottom note, keep going back up and down. Just up, down, up, down, up, down. It's really good for your fingers to become more comfortable. Not just... Let me take a step back. When playing scales, it's pretty easy to get really good at going boo ba da ba da ba da ba. But it's not always the most transferable. It's not the most transferable skill if you aren't continuing ideas after that. That's why I like playing scales continuously over and over again. That way, you have the ability to go up and down, but you also have the ability to go up, down, which is important, because that's what melodies sound like. Okay, so, let us play this G scale one more time. So we'll go G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. Another thing we're going to do is practice some of these intervals that we have in Orally. If you open your book to page 14, you'll see what I'm talking about. In measure 1, we have open G, and the next note is C. That is a leap of a 4th. We'll call it a 4th because it's the 4th note in the G scale, which means it's quite a going from open on the G string to 1st finger on the B string. It doesn't sound too crazy, but it is not sequential like the scale we just practiced. It is bit more broken up. There's more skips. So it's really important that we practice this idea where we play a G and then a C right after each other. I think one of the best ways to practice this is when you play your open G, keeping your finger down on the note C before you even play the note. So if you were to play this passage, where it's just 4 notes, I'm going to play G, C, B, C. G, C, B, C. What I like to do is let the note G ring out. This kind of creates this harmony, which just sounds awesome. That's why we play music, to sound awesome. But it also is going to get your fingers moving through the strings. Because we're going from string to string, and I'm playing with my thumb right here. I know you play with a pick sometimes. You go down on the G string and then down on the B string. So it's just one motion, as if you were strumming, really. So be getting more comfortable playing single notes, like if I were to play this chord. Each individual note is important, and a way to practice this is this first bar. This first bar is amazing. G, and let G ring out. Don't touch the G string and stop the tone of the G coming out. So play an open G and then C, and you'll get this sound. And then you just lift your finger to B and C, and the entire time G is still ringing out. G, C, B, C. Great measure. Beautiful sound already. And this next measure in orally is arguably the hardest measure in the song. The second measure, where you just go from D, which is 3rd finger, 3rd fret on the B string, and then A on the G string, which is 2nd finger. So you'll create this shape that kind of looks like that. I know that's not helpful, but a good way to practice this measure is to keep your 3rd finger down on the B string and your 2nd finger down on the G string, so you're ready to play the notes D and A back to back. And what you could do is play D and let it ring out while you play the note A. And then when you go back to the note D, let both notes ring out. So it'll sound like this. And it sounds like a chord. It sounds like a D major chord without the top note, because that's the chord we're playing. That's the chord we're outlining. But that's more theory. We'll get into that another time. So let's put these two measures together. It really is pretty. Let's try it. Let me try that one more time. One more time. You hear in my playing example, I'm letting the bottom notes ring out. It's creating this blanket for us to play over. I think it's a really musical idea to do, and it's nice, because what it means is we're holding our fingers down, which is just more ergonomic, meaning that our fingers do less work for more results. So let's finish out this top line. This is just going to be more of the same intervals, really, and just going up and down. So in like the 3rd measure, you just have C, B, A, B, C, which you know how to play. You see my fingers. My 2nd finger is already ready to play A while I'm still playing C and B. You see, this finger's already planted. That's another thing you could run back and forth, just going C, B, A, B, C, B, A, B. And all you have to do is lift your 1st finger. So let's finish out this first line, first top line, and then we're just going to play the whole song, because it's more of the same for the rest of the piece. It really is all these ideas compacted into the first 2 seconds of the song, repeated. So let's play this first line. I'm going to say note names out loud. G, C, B, C, D, A, D, C, B, A, B, C, G. You can look at my left hand while I do this. I'll do it again. G, C, B, C, D, A, D, C, B, A, B, C, G. And you see my left hand That's all my fingers are doing. Very little movement. That is the ideal way to play it. So now I'm going to play the whole song, and I'll count off, and I'll stomp my feet, but I don't know if you'll hear it. That'll be the time we do it, and then we'll wrap up the lesson. So let's hear it. Let's go. 1, 2, ready, play. Repeated E's. That third to last bar is that same D, A, D that we have in the second bar, the hardest measure of the song, which really isn't too hard if you just keep your fingers planted. But that's how the song goes. I'd like you to play along with it. I'll play it one more time just for funsies, a little bit faster. And we'll wrap it up. Two, three, four. Two, ready, play. Alright, that's going to be our video lesson for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.